You know, I've been on this cruise so many times, but I never tire of it. This landscape is truly some of the best we have to offer in Norway.
The Norway in a nutshell is probably the most scenic tour in Norway. You'll enjoy train rides, riding by lakes and over mountain plateaus, gushing waterfalls and deep valley views, and an unforgettable fjord cruise. This journey begins in Oslo with a train ride to the mountain station of Myrdal, another train ride to the fjord village of Flåm, a fjord cruise on UNESCO-listed Norway Fjord, a bus to Voss, and a train into Bergen. Do this journey in one long and scenic day or break it up into a multi-day tour.
Hi, I'm Paul from Norway, and today is going to be a monumental day as I will embark on the epic Norway in a nutshell journey. I invite you to come along, and I'll be sharing all my practical tips about managing transfers, handling the luggage, buying the tickets, and so on. And I hope you'll enjoy the ride. So let's go.
The journey begins bright and early from the Oslo Central Station, with the most popular train departure being 8:25, but there is also one at 6:25, which is the one I'll be catching in this episode. The Oslo Central Station is fairly small and easy to navigate. You'll find comfortable waiting areas and a wide variety of cafes offering food, snacks, and drinks. As the selection is good, you can consider buying some lunch here and bring it with you on board the train. Screens around the station will tell you which platform to head to. Look for the Bergen train.
I'm usually at the train station about 30 minutes before the train departs. And to be honest, that gives me plenty of time to grab a sandwich, get a coffee, use the restrooms, and so on. And then I find the number for the track of the train, and then I walk down to the platform, just like I'm doing now.
Once down at the platform, you walk along the train to find the right coach number on the train door. This number will also be indicated on your ticket. You carry your own luggage on board. Larger or heavy pieces of luggage can be stored in separate luggage compartments, while carry-on luggage can be placed in overhead compartments. Shortly after the train departs, a friendly conductor will come by to check tickets. Tickets for the Norway in a nutshell need to be purchased in advance, and you can do so on the website of Fjord Tours, which is also a sponsor for this episode. Go to their website to select the number of passengers, where you travel to and from, and date of departure. You'll receive a journey overview and, if time permits, options to add activities and hotels. This is an excellent way to customize your ideal fjord country adventure. Whether printed or on your phone, like I did, have your tickets readily available for the entire duration of the tour. You can book your Norway in a nutshell ticket using the link below.
So the sitting area is super comfortable. You have reclinable seats, you have a tray table, you have power outlets where you can charge your devices, and I'm a pretty tall guy, I'm 6'2", but I have plenty of leg room here. Time for that first coffee of the day, so I'm gonna go and check out the Café.
The train features a dedicated cafe car, offering diverse seating options with large windows. Here you can choose from a variety of food items, including sandwiches, salads, snacks, and hot dishes like Norwegian meatballs, as well as pastries. I personally went for a Norwegian waffle with jam, brown cheese, and sour cream, accompanied by a cup of coffee. I also brought a few items back to my seat to have for later.
A big question that I get a lot is which side should I sit on the train? When you book the Norway in a nutshell ticket online, you can't choose which side you're gonna sit on. But to be honest, both sides are really nice. And the good thing is that you can always walk across the aisle. If there's a free seat, sit there for a while. You can walk around in the train, you can go sit in the cafe car, or there are also other places where you can find big windows with good views. So don't stress too much about what side you're gonna sit on. They're both nice. Tunnel.
As the journey progresses, the scenery changes. look for quaint, rustic cabins, crystal clear lakes reflecting the sky, and further on the terrain will open up into impressive mountain plateaus with panoramic vistas.
Just a quick stop in Geilo here, stepping off the train to stretch my legs. And this is actually a stop you can make on the Norway in a nutshell. There's good hiking here in Geilo and also really good skiing. So if you come in the winter, you might want to make a stop here and go skiing in Geilo. Oh, train's going. That was almost. Making just a quick stop here at Haugastøl. It's just a 5-minute stop, so just enough time to get off, get some fresh air and enjoy the view. But you don't want to walk too far away from the train because suddenly they will depart and they will not wait for you. We're making another quick stop here. Now we're up at the station of Finse at 1222 meters above sea level. And right now we're at early September, so there's not much snow here, although there is a glacier up in the back here. But if you're interested in seeing what it looks like here in late February, then check out another Norway in a Nutshell episode that I made. Okay, time to get back on.
After a highly enjoyable 5-hour train journey from Oslo, we've arrived at the Myrdal train station, where I'll be transferring to the Flåmsbana Train line, which will take me down to Flåm.
Just stepped off the Bergen line train, that's the one behind me there. I'm up at Myrdal, up in the middle of the mountains here. This is a super small station. So basically now I'm just gonna head over to that platform and I'm gonna wait for the Flåmsbana railroad to take me down to Flåm. If you do find yourself in Flåm and the weather is really bad and you have to wait for a bit up here at the station, there is actually a little cafeteria here and a little area where you can sit. There are restrooms and a couple of souvenirs. So the Flåmsbana, the Flåm railroad is up here and there's free seating on this train, but ideally you want to sit on the left-hand side. That's where you get the best view. So I'll see if I can find a seat there. All right, I got a good seat here. Also, you want to be close to one of these windows here because you can pull them down and then you don't get any reflection when you take photos or shoot film.
The Flåm Railway is one of the world's most breathtaking train journeys, an engineering marvel that descends 867 meters over just 20 kilometers, making it one of the steepest railways in the world.
We're allowed to go off the train here for a few minutes. There's a beautiful waterfall here known as Fossen. So this is a really nice stop. So pretty much everybody gets off here to enjoy this waterfall.
During the stop, the Huldra, half female, half troll, comes out to greet us.
Well, I made it to Flåm. You can see the train right behind me there, and just to my right, this is the Fjord Cruise ferry. But I have a little bit of extra time here, which I'm going to use to explore the area.
Flåm's harborfront is home to a visitor center where you can purchase tickets for local attractions and find free restrooms. Cruise ships occasionally moor in Flåm, making it into a busy spot. It's a place with a lot of shops selling different kinds of souvenirs, from Viking-inspired items to trolls, hats, socks, and Norwegian sweaters. If you're in a rush though, there's nothing here that you can't find in Oslo or Bergen.
So since I left early this morning with the 6:25 train, it means I have some extra time in Flåm before the ferry at 3. I like to get away from the hustle and bustle of Flåm, so I'm going to go and check out the Fjord Farm, which is just 10 minutes away from the downtown area of Flåm.
The Fjord Farm is a bit of a hidden gem. Tucked away up on a hill nearby the fjord, it feels off the beaten track. It's an idyllic and calm oasis, surrounded by flowers, apple trees, and animals roam around such as goats and fun little mini pigs. On the menu are a few local specialities such as waffles, Norwegian stew, sour cream porridge, a tasting platter with local specialities, and more. Enjoy them out on their terrace with a fjord view, or on a rainy day, sit inside in the rustic dining area. The Fjord Farm also offers guided food tastings. This hour-long experience begins in a charming restored barn, where your host will present an array of seasonal specialities, artisanal cheeses, cured meats, house-made jams, and more. It's a nice experience that provides insight into Norwegian food culture and fjordside life. Check out the link below to book a tasting next time you are in Flåm.
Alright, I'm back in downtown Flåm, and perhaps you can see that line behind there. That is for the Fjord Cruise, and I have no rush to stand in that line. For me, it doesn't matter if I'm first on or last on. I'm going to be walking around on the ship anyways, taking photos. But of course, if you want to have a good seat and you intend on sitting most of the journey, then maybe you want to be early. But if not, be the last one in. It's okay.
The ferry is a modern electric hybrid ship and is designed for silent and eco-friendly sightseeing. The interior is spacious with plenty of seating areas surrounded by large panoramic windows, or you can choose to stand outside with easy access to all sides of the ship. Find separate luggage compartments for your baggage, and a well-stocked café serves drinks and both cold and warm dishes.
So the cruise is 2 hours long. The first hour is on the Fjord, and then the second hour is on the UNESCO-listed Fjord. Now, depending a bit on the weather, if it's really cold, for instance, you might want to take it a bit easy the first hour, because even though it's all scenic, the second hour, that's the most scenic part of the tour. So save up your energy, save up your battery for the second hour inside the UNESCO-listed Fjord. I've been on this cruise so many times, but I never tire of it. It's just amazing. This landscape is truly some of the best we have to offer in Norway. All right, we are approaching Gudvangen, which is the end of the cruise here. This has just been amazing. The fjord has been like glass. Just a really amazing experience. I've been here so many times, but every time is special and unforgettable. So this is something you really have to experience when you come visit Norway. Made it off the ferry and I'm here in Gudvangen. Just followed the signs and the people over to the bus station and looking for bus number 950, which will take us on the next leg from Gudvangen to Voss.
Boarding the bus to Voss can feel chaotic with all the people around. But just stay cool, show your ticket to the driver, find a free seat, and know that if you don't get on the first bus, there will always be another one coming just behind.
So we're in Voss, we're at the bus station, and the train station is about 100 meters from here. And we have about 30 minutes before the train goes to Bergen.
The train station in Voss is small and easy to figure out. Screens show which track your train will depart from. There's time to use the restroom, and if the weather is bad, you can take shelter inside the waiting rooms. From street level, take the elevator or walk the stairs up to the platform where you'll wait for the train, taking you the last leg into Bergen. Depending on what time of year you travel, it might be dark by now. If you travel between early October and late March and you want decent daylight for the entire journey, you might want to do the Norway in a Nutshell tour over 2 days instead of 1. If you need help planning your trip to Norway, check out my tour planning services. Read more on my website. And after just over an hour, we were approaching Bergen, accompanied by a magic afterglow over the water.
It's 8:45 and I made it into Bergen Central Station, and this has been such a wonderful day. And I think if you're visiting Norway and you're looking for a tour that combines mountains, fjords, valleys, villages, bus rides, train rides and a ferry ride, then the Norway in a Nutshell is the tour for you. Do it in one long day, just like I did, or you can break it up and do it over multiple days if you have more time. I'll put a link below so you can book the ticket for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching. And if you like my content, feel free to support me on Patreon. Ha det bra!